Hey guys, what's good? It's Sunday, October 23rd, and decided to make a new video. Again, I want to apologize for taking a little break again from making videos. Like I said in my previous video, I had my brother come visit me from Los Angeles. And basically what he's been doing is he's been driving cars here from Los Angeles to try and sell. So the first car he brought over was a 2004 Toyota Prius, and he wants me to help him try to sell it. And then the second vehicle he brought just recently was a Chevy cargo van, basically, which somehow I'm going to try to sell too. So he's going to be making another trip here from LA in a Subaru Trooper that also needs to be sold. So I've been kind of busy working on things with that, and it's been occupying a lot of time, as well as doing things with my girlfriend and other things in life. So anyways, back to making videos. It's Sunday. I hope you guys are enjoying your last day off until the work week starts tomorrow. But everything's going good. As for the car, I've been putting a lot of miles on it lately. The past 2 months, I've put probably about 2,500 miles, and I'm currently at 25,219 on the dot, and things have been going good. The Stage 193 Octane Maperformance tune has been awesome. Definitely treating me well. No problems. Whenever I do run the car with the Cobb access port plugged in, which I usually don't do on camera, the thing's been showing no problems, no feedback now. Everything's been in reasonable limits when doing the tests and stuff. The data logging is what I meant to say. And I've had some races. Last night, I raced a G37 Coupe. I wasn't prepared for the race. We were just at a stoplight, and I just kind of took off. Pretty much idle RPM. I didn't even launch at all, but yeah, he had me on the takeoff because I didn't know he was going to race me. But anyways, he took off, and he pulled on me until I got to about third gear. I started to catch up. The thing is with this car, if you're not launching it, you're definitely not going to put up a good run against any car, because you're pretty much going to do a 0-60 of like 6 seconds roughly. I mean, with this tune, maybe a little bit faster. But yeah, it was an unprepared race, but I could have probably beaten him if I probably launched it at like 4,500 to 5,000 RPMs. But like I said, the car's been doing awesome, no problems, still no clutch issues, transmission still shifts fine. Definitely don't miss the stock tune, I'll tell you that much. One thing I do want to say is I've been kind of getting accustomed to the extra power now, and I guess that's just one thing that happens when you keep driving your car. And now it's almost like it's kind of boring, and I guess that's the whole thing about modding and tuning is you just keep going further with more tunes, whether it be stage 2 and other parts, whether it be exhaust and intake and all that good stuff. So I live in the Naperville, Plainfield area, and winter is coming, so I don't plan on doing anything different right now, because in the wintertime I'm not really going to be caring about extra power. So maybe come spring I will probably look into maybe getting a downpipe and whatever else would help me put down some better numbers in terms of horsepower, and also improve the sound and stuff. But yeah, overall I'm just going to keep it on the Stage 1, and definitely no reason to go back to stock. I'll tell you that much. I definitely don't miss the stock tune for anything, and I think if I ever were to go back to the stock tune, I would probably hate my car, because I'm so used to this extra power now. So definitely don't miss having all that drivability problems with the stock tune, because it's pretty crappy to say the least. Another race I just wanted to mention was a 2015 Mustang GT50. It was on the highway. It was actually a top-end pull. He definitely has a faster car than me. I mean, if you've seen my other video about me drag racing a 2015 Mustang GT, I had him on the 0-60, but then once I got to third gear, or once I got to third gear, he totally just smoked me, literally. But the thing about this Mustang was it was a 5-liter V8. I mean, it was the new GT, the 2015, because it had the center GT logo on the trunk emblem thing. And so anyways, it sounded like he downshifted probably third, I want to say, and he just took off, and then I kind of waited a little bit to see if he was just going for a little bit. Yeah, he just was gone, and then I downshifted third and went to fourth, and then I actually caught up to him. I don't know if it because he may have had a modified axle. So one thing I did notice about his car was the axle was like bright silver. It was shiny, and like he may have probably had his car set up for drag racing, where basically the gears are really short, and I think that's what was going on, because he kept changing gears. He probably went to third, fourth, fifth, probably sixth, and then I was just staying in like third or fourth, or I went to fourth and fifth, and he just kept changing gears. The reason I think I caught up is because he kept having to change gears, and I could just hold my gears, you know, whether it be fourth or fifth, and he couldn't like leave me. I went up to like 120, and he just, I don't know, he couldn't leave me. It was strange. And I do know that car is technically faster, but I think because his car was set up for drag racing, his top end was just kind of like messed up or something. So yeah, it was kind of weird. So, and then after that, he kind of followed me on the way. I was getting off my Plainfield exit to my house, and he kind of followed me. He's probably wondering, like, you know, what's this guy done to his car or whatever. So it was kind of funny, but it was neat. It was neat. Either way, I do know that car's faster than mine. Like if we were to race in a drag strip, he would smoke me. But the strange thing is, with the tune, it just seems like the top end power is just like awesome. Like it just picks up, it just doesn't quit, man. It's definitely a big difference from the stock tune. But yeah, like I said, I put about, I want to say 2,500 miles in the past 2 months, and the car's been treating me well. Miles per gallon has been awesome. Even right now, I'm, you know, doing medium city driving, getting 33 miles per gallon. And that's the thing, you know, with the city driving, if you just know how to drive your car, you know, just kind of like, you know, obviously don't rev out the RPMs and kind of stay in like certain gears that keep your RPMs between 2 and 3K, and you could still manage to get really good fuel economy. There was one time I was on the road, probably about 35 to 40 mile an hour speed limit. I was about going that speed, and the entire time it was like 30 miles per gallon. It was just like, you know, there may be a few stops here and there, but you could really set this car up for good fuel economy if you just get your shifts right, keep the RPMs low. You know, obviously, I know some people like to downshift. I personally am not a big fan of downshifting. I just, I mean, yeah, I'll downshift for slowing down stuff, but I don't really do it all the time, because I think it just, it doesn't really do anything for me fuel economy wise. But yeah, so, car's doing awesome, no complaints. Another thing I wanted to talk about was yesterday I was driving my girlfriend to work, and I saw these, I guess you want to say street racers. They were in like a meet or whatever, and they were leaving a parking lot, just some stores that were nearby on Route 59, and they came out, and I could tell they're all like in the same group or whatever. So one guy, he was in a Subaru, an earlier model, I want to probably say like a 2004, 2005, and on the back window it said Rumble Brothers on the back, because I could see, you know, Super Rumble. I don't know if it was like a club or what, but yeah, he passed me. He was just like, you know, that sound I make, it was like he just totally passed me, and he was like in and out of lanes. It looked like his handling was really good too. Like he was just like going crazy, and I didn't really do much. I mean, I did like a medium second gear pull, but yeah, it looked like he was pretty modified, because I heard it when he got on the boost. It was like, it was like that turbo like surge sound. It was just like, it was insane. So I wasn't even gonna try to race him. And also his handling was awesome. He was just like in and out of the lanes, and his handling was like, freaking insane. But yeah, I didn't do much. And then the other cars that were in the grid looked like it was a Mazda Speed 3, and there was a what was it, a Hyundai Genesis. The thing about the Genesis is it was kind of raced out. It had this huge rear wing, and then his logo for the Hyundai, it looked like the Bentley symbol, which I think they have on the luxury Hyundai, or Honda, whatever, Honda, I don't even know how to say it. But anyways, it looked like he was trying to make his car look like a Bentley or something with that logo, because it reminds me of the Bentley logo. Anyway, so he had that, and he had this giant rear wing, and he really didn't do much in terms of like driving fast, so I guess that was fine. But yeah, his car was kind of raced out, but either way, it was fun. And then the other guys, that looked like it was a GTI Turbo, I don't know what model, but it was probably just a 2.0 regular one. Man, I think there was one more car that I didn't really get to see much, because he was just in and out of traffic. Yeah, so that was kind of cool. The Subaru guy was driving like a maniac, but I didn't, like I said, I wasn't gonna mess with anything, and I didn't have my camera on me, so I didn't want to do all this crazy stuff, and I couldn't even get it recorded. And that's the thing, is like whenever you're driving, like most of the time when I drive and record, it's just like pretty much just doing pulls on the back roads and stuff. doing anything too crazy. But it always seems like when you don't have the camera running is when things happen. You race and this happens and cool cars come, you know, you see Ferrari or whatever. So yeah, I guess I'll do one pull here briefly on Route 59. Just the 60. Yeah, that's the thing. I usually don't drive like that too much on these roads because there's always just some cop just hanging out, and it's not worth the trouble doing a pull like that and then getting pulled over. So most of the time I do it on the back roads to keep things pretty quiet, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like I said, the car's doing awesome. No complaints. The Stage 1 93 Octane Maperformance seems to treat me well. I did want to mention is before I was using mobile gas because the carbon buildup on the exhaust was kind of getting to me, but now I switched back to the Shell 93 Octane because I noticed that the Shell gas seems to perform better with the tune, so I went back to Shell gas, and yeah, I do have the carbon buildup again on the exhaust, but it's not going to bother me. I'd rather treat my car with the better top tier feel and then not have any problems in terms of knock or any of that stuff, which I didn't have on the mobile gas, but I didn't want to mess with it, so I just stuck with went back to the Shell gas, which I think is pretty much my top brand for gas. I mean, it's pretty much the brand I've used for all my cars, and so that's why I went back to it. As for other things, not too much going on. Like I said, my brother's going to be driving back from Los Angeles. The last car he's bringing is a CC Trooper. I think it's I don't know what year it is, but that's the last one, and then somehow I got a means to try to sell these cars. So I doubt anyone here is who's into my videos is going to be interested in the cars. But so he's got a 2004 Prius with 120,000 miles. He did replace the internal battery, like the one that powers the car or whatever. So that's been done, but the interior was pretty rough, to say the least. I did clean it up as best as I could, but I don't know. I think I might have trouble selling it, or just have him try to use it or whatever. I don't know. So he's got a Prius, and he also got a Chevy cargo van, which I don't know, probably like a 2002, roughly the same amount of miles, over 120,000 miles, but it seems to be okay. There's some rust on the roof and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sell. I'm not really good at selling things in terms of doing private sales. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. And the next one he's going to be bringing us a CC Trooper 4-wheel drive. But yeah, not much else to talk about. Just heading home now, and hope you guys enjoy your Sunday afternoon. And as always, guys, thank you guys for the likes, subscriptions. And if you ever have a question or comment, feel free to leave one in the comment box, and I will be happy to get back to you. So enjoy your Sunday. See you guys next time, and peace out.